Why, hello there, traveler. Thank you for taking our side quest. I go by Corpse, and I'm joined here with my two lovely co-hosts, Aaron and Chris. If you've never heard of side quest, basically all we are here for is entertainment. Much like a side quest in a video game, we're here to take you away from the main story of your life and take you with us on our adventures with our discussions. Our discussions range from video games to philosophy and, most importantly, our day-to-day lives as NPCs. So, without further ado, enjoy the show. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Hi.
So, it is... What episode is this?
4.
Episode 4?
Okay, yeah, episode 4. Nice. Okay. 3 down, a bunch more to go. Infinite to go. How are you guys doing today? Whoever wants to go first, go first.
Well, ladies first.
I'm doing good. I woke up. I went to bed early, like last night. I was like in bed at like 10 o'clock. Passed out, and then I woke up at 6 o'clock today. Went shopping this morning because it's finally nice out here in Minnesota. So I got stuff for my balcony. A planter, some loose rocks, bird feeder hook. So what I did is I got a giant planter, poured the rocks in, stuck the hook in it, the shepherd's hook in it, poured the smaller rocks on top to hold it, anchor it down, and then filled up the bird feeder. So we'll see if we get some birds on our balcony, and then when the weather's nicer, I'll put my plants outside, and I planted some seeds today of wildflowers for bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds.
Are you becoming one with nature, Aaron?
I don't want to like gush, but I'm gonna gush. I am so excited to have our own outdoor space now. No, we spent 9 years in an apartment that didn't have an outdoor balcony.
Oh, yeah.
I love, from growing up on a farm and not having access to the outdoors has been excruciating. And so I am probably going overboard.
That's okay, though. I was really excited when we got a balcony, too.
All I need now is we're looking for a, relatively cheap but comfortable set of chairs and a little table for the balcony and some fake grass we're going to put out there. And then we'll have a beautiful place to sit in the summer.
Very nice. Very nice. Well,
That's
Chris,
what I've done today.
Nice. You've had an eventful morning.
Yeah.
Chris, how are you doing?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good. Got myself some chocolate milk.
Oh, okay, good. Sleeping? How are you doing?
Oh, sleep-wise.
This is gonna be the sleep saga.
Okay. Last night, actually,
we got to check in with Chris's sleep. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I fell asleep. We got off at what? 10 my time, so 9 o'clock your guys' time. I fell asleep. Woke up around midnight, 1 a.m. around that range. Went downstairs. Okay. Got myself something to drink. Came back to my room. I was still tired enough. I was like, you know what? I could just lay down, pass out again, That ended up with me fucking doom scrolling through YouTube. Like watching full videos until like 5 a.m.
I did see some video. You did send me a couple videos, and you...
Oh yeah, that was TikTok. That was my first rabbit hole.
I knew you were awake.
Like, yeah.
You did fall asleep at some point, though.
Yeah, like 5 a.m.
My goodness, you need to have a better sleep schedule. I'm gonna keep telling you this until you try.
The moment the
he's an adult. He's gonna have to...
me, I gotta grab that opportunity by the horns and take it. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh god.
Because who knows when I'll ever be able to nap again,
Fair, I guess. I
don't know about that.
Yeah. My day, let's see how I've been. I can't remember my week. It was just a lot of work. That's really what it was. But this past weekend I finished another book, God Killer. Very good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Started the second book today. Not today, I meant yesterday, right after I finished the first one. But today I haven't felt like reading. I haven't felt like doing anything. I am super sleepy. It's been rainy for the past couple of days. Tornado season is active here in Texas.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What happened to that day? Because I know you had to leave for the tornado. Was it fine? Was there one that touched down?
There was one that touched down, and it was on our side of the city. So the sirens were going off and everything, but you couldn't see it because it was hidden in the rain and it was dark at night.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like that. But I think, thankfully, the tornado wasn't close enough to us, like where we actually were. So the storm like went by in about maybe 20 minutes of me and my roommate and all of our cats sitting in the bathroom. The siren stopped and then we were good to come out. So we were
like
fine.
How you emphasize cats.
Yes, we have 3 cats.
Kitty kitties, meow meows.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Well, that's a good point. What does everybody have for pets?
I have 3 cats and 2 gerbils.
So what are we classifying as pets?
What are we classifying as ours?
Physically own, yeah, or live with.
Live with. Let's say live with, because I think that'll broaden the spectrum.
Okay, so 3 cats.
I'll go first since mine. Oh,
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, fuck corpse. Go first.
sorry. Anyway, I've already said
side quest podcast.
We constantly talk over each other, especially over Chris. Sorry, Chris. But I have 2 of the cats are my roommates, and I have my own, so 3, and then I have 2 gerbils that are my own. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Chris?
Aaron? It's ladies first, apparently. So go on.
You.
Well, fuck you.
Go.
Do you have anything?
All right.
I don't think I've ever heard you talk about animals.
I coexist with 2 cats.
Okay, what does that mean? You coexist?
They're in-house.
I don't want to interact with them, but they love interacting with me.
Oh.
I'm coexisting.
What's wrong with the cats? Why don't you like the kitty cats?
I'm not the hugest fan of pet hair.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then.
I mean, everybody.
Well, human hair is already enough to deal with, but adding a thing that sheds 24/7, it's yeah.
Aaron, what do you have?
I have 2 cats and a gecko, and I don't know if we're counting houseplants, but I have a shit ton of those too.
I mean, you do have to take care of them. If we're counting that, then I have a garden. So I've got like a tomato plant, a couple jalapeno plants, and a bunch of onions.
For other creatures besides ourselves.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have really. I never got to finish what I was saying.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about with the storm and everything. But yeah, lately it's been really stormy. It's just tornado weather. It's April. It's May. April showers bring May flowers. Fuck no, it's April tornadoes bring May hot. But it's just we're experiencing that right now, so it's probably going to be for the rest of the month, probably further into May, because that's just how Texas works. So probably more tornado sirens, probably more nights with me and my roommate inside of my bathroom with our cats. But yeah, so it's been really gloomy the past couple of days, so I really haven't wanted to do anything. So today I just decided to it's that time of year. It's that time of year where it's like I go back and rewatch old shows that I loved. So right now I do this once a year, like I really do, and it's always in April. But I rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender because this is my favorite freaking thing, and then I'll watch some like maybe old school anime from like the 90s. And Chris, you've been a part of it this morning. I've restarted watching Inuyasha, but I also started rewatching Psyche K because that's my comfort one, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender because that's just my childhood. It brings so much comfort on like rainy days. So that's what I've been doing.
Well, good.
Do you guys have shows like that?
Inuyasha or you mean like shows that we rewatch?
Shows that you can you at least once a year go back and look rewatch them.
You're gonna giggle at me, but it's Ouran High School Host Club. Anime.
That's okay. It's okay. I've actually never seen that.
It's I like a lot of the messages, especially like the tolerance and like, getting along with everybody, not being judgmental that I really liked about the show. So as a young kid, that's like, I want to be like not Haruhi, yeah.
Chris, what
I
about
don't
you?
want to be judgmental.
Yeah. Chris, what about you? You got a show like that? Any couple shows?
Honestly, I like rewatching Hunter x Hunter.
You know what? That's valid.
Like it's a good show. Also, another go-to I always go back to, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh my
Oh
god,
yeah,
that's such a
That
good
is
one.
top tier. It's both good in both dub and sub.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one. Unfortunately, I have yet to finish it, but it's really good from what
really
I've
good.
watched. Yeah. And then yeah, that's it. Really. I just like watching old shows that like bring me comfort. Like I rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender at least like once a year, just because. Especially, I feel like I've been wanting to do it a lot more lately now because that was mine and my dad's like show together growing up, and so so like rewatching it, I think of my dad, and I love my dad. So whenever it's that time of year again, like this morning I called him. I was like, "Hey, it's that time of year again." He's like, "What time of year?" I said, "It's the time of year I watch Avatar and get obsessed with it for like 6 months and make it my personality." And he's like, "Oh, that time of year. Well, have fun." So,
I hate to be this person, but like, which Avatar? Are we talking like blue people
no, I said
or
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Airbender?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Airbender. Yeah. It's okay, but yeah, that one. I don't care about the blue people, the blue avatars.
You know what? I'm disowning you.
For the Avatar, for how I feel about the Avatar movies.
Dude, the first Avatar movie was my all-time favorite.
Oh, it was excellent. I enjoyed it.
I got the director's
I haven't
cut
watched the second one.
You got the director
that
cut?
actually. Oh yeah, no, I got it for like my 13th, 14th birthday. And dude, I used to watch that over and over and over again.
Can I be
Like it
honest with
adds like
you?
an extra hour to it. Yeah, what's up?
Can I be honest with you? While I do think that movie is good, I never went out of my way to actually see it. I only watched that movie ever when it was like towards the end of the school year and the teachers were just playing movies for the last couple days. That's the only time I ever watched that movie.
I enjoyed it. But like I said, I have not watched the second one. I feel like I've been like letting the nostalgia just sit.
The second one is not half bad.
I watched the second one in theaters. I hated that because I'm very short. So the theater chairs like
So you
make
couldn't
my
see the screen.
no, that's not what I'm fucking saying. What I was saying is like the theater chairs, like my feet don't touch the ground. And I was wearing heavy shoes and having to sit for 2 hours with heavy shoes dragging down your knees hurts like a son of a bitch. So, yeah, by the time I got out of that movie, my knees were sore just because I was too short for the fucking chair. And I was on a date and I didn't enjoy that date at all. But, side note, but yeah, it was okay. I'm not upset with it. It was fine. I still like the first one a little bit more.
So due to you not having a comfortable time, you judged the movie poorly.
No, I said I still liked it.
No,
I still liked the
that's not what I
movie.
got out of it.
I don't know what you got out of it, but no, I don't hate that movie. I think it's a good movie. But then again, I don't watch a lot of movies, so I'm not a good like judgment. Like I don't have great judgment on movies and like the
I used to
scope of
watch
what
a
they
lot
are
of
good.
movies.
Mm-mm. I don't watch a lot of TV. I have a TV in my room and it's never turned on.
Valid, actually.
It's never turned
Speaking
on.
of like movies and shows, nowadays it's just not good.
There's a
Like you maybe get like one good show out of 100.
That's just kind of it with creativity. Like you get like the one like with anything, you get one out of like the billion that's like, wow, that was actually really fucking good. But same with books, same with video games, same with all of that shit. It's like one in the many is like really good. But my roommate watches a lot of TV, a lot of shows. She likes to binge watch stuff. She likes to like analyze and do all this stuff. So she'll, if she likes something, which honestly, if she likes something, she will make me watch it, and I think it's good. I've watched a lot of weird movies over the years with her companionship. I mean, severely weird movies that will stick to me to like for the rest of my life. But there's only a couple that she actually won't watch. But yeah, um, movies, TV's okay, especially now. Like I don't think anything's great about it. I think a lot of people are really into reality TV though.
Yeah, a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I really don't.
Honestly, I'm gonna be 120% honest with you guys. I haven't watched like TV in like 8 years.
Oh, same.
I have always liked documentary channels, but I don't watch like shit. What's the word? Excuse my language.
Pardon my French.
Yeah, I do not watch Lord.
Slop.
Reality TV. No, I don't do anything else besides like Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, Smithsonian if I can, an ID
What about the
channel,
Food Channel?
and A&E. I'll do that when there's like a cooking competition because there's always a cooking competition that goes on around the holidays. Particularly like Thanksgiving and Christmas. That I'll watch.
I'm not a fan of
But
cooking shows.
that's kind of all I do. I don't really do Housewives of Atlanta or anything like that or 600-Pound Life or shit like that. Now, granted, I work in a place where people watch TV constantly, so kind of just go for it.
Yeah. My mom growing up, she's so adamantly into like reality TV. And I will say my guilty pleasure when I'm over at their house watching TV with my mom is Naked and Afraid. Like I don't know why I love that stupid show, but I do. But that's like a guilty pleasure of mine. But I don't like reality TV whatsoever. Like if I'm going to watch something, I want to watch something with a story, not people's day-to-day lives. Like what does that mean? What does that do for me? What knowledge do I gain from that? What experience do I have like to gain from watching reality TV except just watch people be stupid with their actions and their choices in their own life?
You could just step outside and do that in real life.
Yeah, no, for real. Just stalk somebody, I guess. But no, don't do that. Don't do that. But no, it's just.
It's called people watching. Thank you.
Yes, it is. I love doing that actually. So, like, like when you're at like a mall and you don't really want to go in, and so you just sit on the bench and you just watch people walk by.
Yeah. I wouldn't take it that far, but yeah, I agree with you. I haven't gone to the mall. Oh God. I think the last time I went to a mall was almost a year ago. Yeah.
I live. Oh,
really?
Those
something. Are very much dead.
Oh yeah, they are. Especially with online shit. Yeah.
Which is sad, honestly.
A mall was like a good place to go. It was like a fun place to go when you were younger. Yeah. It'd be like, oh, we get to go to the mall? Cool. Now it's just like, why would we go to the mall? We have like Amazon and like Etsy and.
Because there's just something about walking with your friends and going to places that you would regularly never go, like Spencer's or Hot Topic.
I live right down the road from like a mall, like a small mall, and I go in there like a lot actually, but it's not the best and there's barely any people in it anymore. Like when I was younger, people were in that building like all the time. Now it's just like maybe a parent, two parents and like their kid or something, and like that's about it.
There's when I lived in Florida, there was a like an antique. Oh my fucking God.
Antique.
Thank you. Couldn't fucking speak for a second. It was like a whole building, like a giant building full of that stuff. And I walked through it a few times. Lots of interesting stuff.
I haven't been to like a big mall. There's this big mall in Dallas. I can't remember what it's called. We'll never remember what it's called. Um, but there's like Gucci and Versace and all that in it. And
That's not antique. That's modern.
I wasn't saying it was antique. But no, that mall was fucking dead when I went in it. Like, I think we went for my birthday, but it wasn't to go to like Gucci or Versace because your girl's poor. She can't afford that. And also, I don't like their designs on their bags. Sorry, Gucci. Sorry, Versace. But like, I already know never getting a brand deal from you because I don't want that shit. But I just remember going in there and there was nobody in there. So yeah, I would attest to the fact that malls are just becoming obsolete, kind of like the radio.
Yeah.
Everything's just becoming obsolete because we're inventing.
Well, it's not that. It's like, I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, I know we used to go a lot to the Mall of America for walking, but then we got to the habit of always buying stuff while we were there, so then we had to stop going.
You have to. It's like you have to buy something. You're like, oh, I see this. Like I went to the
Yeah.
mall. I went to the mall the other day, and there's like this weird like hybrid store. It's kind of like anime and manga and like video games and stuff like that. I don't know what it's called. I cannot remember what it's called. But it's also got books in there. So I was walking in there because I just like to go in there. Also, it's got D&D stuff as well, like dice and like the books.
So that's probably a comic store then.
Well, I guess. But I went in there and I was just looking through the bookshelf, which is a bad idea for me in general. And I wasn't gonna buy anything because I didn't have any money. But I saw 2 books that I had been looking for forever, and I was like, fuck it. So I got it. So it's like no matter, I don't go anywhere because I don't want to spend money. Staying home, I don't spend money. I say that, but there's sometimes where I'm like, I get sad shopping on Amazon.
Me and my friend used to go to the mall back when I lived in North Dakota. We would wander through Barnes and Noble. Then just walk through the mall. We ended up going to Shields quite a bit. Where else did we go? Movie theater. We actually watched movies there quite a bit. Food places. Yeah, no, it was in North Dakota. Aaron can attest to this. Not much to do there.
No, not usually, no.
So the mall was like the local hotspot, so to say.
That reminds me of something that I saw like a long time ago. It was like there's what do you want to do out here, because all there is to do is either do drugs or steal from Walmart. And so it was like, that's kind of true. That was kind of like what it was growing up. But yeah, the hotspots are good. I remember the hotspot in our town. It wasn't even in our town. It was like a town or 2 over. It was the roller rink. Man, I miss rollerblading so much.
Yeah, the first town I lived in. Not really. Okay. The first one I can remember in North Dakota. That it was like a small town where the population was only like 1,200. So there wasn't a mall. There wasn't that stuff. There's only like the main street had a bakery, a library, a movie theater run by like a family. God, what else was there? There was a hardware store, and strangely enough, like an opera house / coffee shop.
An opera house? Wait,
yeah,
what?
no, it was a thing. It was a thing.
What do you mean? How was that a thing?
I will actually let me pull up.
How did it function?
So they would book shows.
So someone's singing opera.
Yeah, every once in a while, like
but
it would also it mostly functioned as like a coffee shop also.
But someone
So it was
would
like a small
sing.
theater and theater, like not in the movie watching, but like someone singing, or they do plays.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird. Anyways, but in the center of town was a small park with a gazebo, and that was the local hotspot for kids and stuff to hang out at.
Oh.
Was the
Okay.
gazebo. I had to fight off older kids, but
Oh, I yawned. Sorry. Apologies.
shame.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, give me a second. I don't know if it's still up because I haven't lived there in a hot minute.
Where exactly again? You
Near
talking about
Rockford
Oh, he
Oh.
sent something to me.
in North Dakota.
Mm.
Okay,
I don't think I've been there.
yeah, the Opera House.
The Opera House.
They might have changed the name. There's buckets. Oh yeah, they changed it to the Dakota Regional Center for the Arts.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I think they closed it down. Damn, big sad. Yeah. Yeah, they closed it down. But oh no, they didn't. No, they didn't. That was a different building.
A different
Yeah, I
building.
will send you a picture.
Oh, is anybody
Discord.
gonna go watch the How to Train Your Dragon
No.
No.
in theaters?
No. I hate live
No.
action. I hate like remakes of of
Yeah.
stuff
Well,
like that.
apparently they brought the original director back to do this one. So
No.
I don't think I can judge too early if they're bringing the same guy back.
Yeah, no. I'm not a big fan of live action anything, like at all. I don't know why they do it.
Not sure. Well, I am actually. I do know with the old movies like Cinderella and all of that shit, like Beauty and the Beast, in order to keep it out of public domain, to keep getting money from it, they have to remake it so that it's still their intellectual
Then let them
property.
fucking remake. Like, just let it
They,
go.
that's what they. That's why the Disney at least does it because they want to keep making money off of the characters, so they have to keep bringing new things out with it. Public
Just let it
domain.
fucking die.
They're a monster company. They would like to keep that
Oh,
big.
emphasis on the monster, yes. But
Monster
oh yeah,
Company.
no, I sent it into the
Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. I love that building.
yeah, then next to it, it's like a it's called Latte Lobby, so it's still all the same building, but yeah. Let me see if I can find the gazebo. There it is. Oh, that's a tree. I'll send another picture. The gazebo.
The gazebo. That's
Oh,
actually a pretty good name. That is a gazebo.
that was the
They just
hotspot.
where all the
Oh
young
yeah.
kids, the youngins, hang out,
So
do
it
drugs.
turns out that the movie theater burnt down,
Oh
so
no!
they had to like it's yeah, no, cuz it was actually like a huge thing because every Friday night they would have like a movie played, and it was different every week.
That's too bad, because those small towns they kind of thrive off of the movie theater or play scenes,
Hmm.
like an
Mm-hmm.
auditorium in the town. So it's
Mm-hmm.
usually used for like literally everything. And without that, there's really not much that people look forward to. That's when you get into trouble and mischief as kids. You're not
That's
having
when you
something
do
to do
drugs
down.
and steal from Walmart.
Because that's the only entertainment.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, the
only.
nearest Walmart was like 40 miles away, so.
And
Oh, damn.
unfortunately, North Dakota has a drug problem right now.
Oh, does it? Unfortunate.
It is
Same.
unfortunate.
Same. The town that I lived in, we have a nickname. I'm not gonna say it, but we have a nickname for the town that I grew up in.
Say it.
Yeah, not to self-dox, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna self-dox. Nah, I'm not gonna say where I grew up. But I worked at a movie theater.
You would. I can see you doing that.
Oh, me?
No, I can see
Oh.
Corpse being a theater kid.
I was a theater kid. I was in theater, and I worked at a movie theater. And can I say, I hated both things.
That's okay. I tease you, but I also was in theater.
Yeah, I hated both things. I got out of theater real quick just because, pun intended, I couldn't deal with all the drama. And then the theater, actually, the movie theater, there was also drama in there. So they fired me without telling me.
You want to hear something funny?
They didn't even put me on the schedule. I had to call them and be like, hey, what's up? They're like, oh, you don't work for us anymore. I was like, what do you mean? They just didn't put me on the schedule. They didn't tell me.
So
sounds like they're struggling with some
before I moved away from New Rockford.
Hang on, one at a time. Hang on.
Aaron?
No, I was just gonna say it sounds like they're struggling with some click issues.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine. I don't really care. I didn't like them anyway. But anyway, what were you saying, Chris?
So the funny thing, right, like it was like right before I moved away from New Rockford.
Mm-hmm.
They built a building right next to the bakery. Guess what it was?
What?
Guess.
Was it a movie theater?
No.
Strip club.
Was it another bakery?
It was a gym.
Oh.
Oh. Bakery. Oh, next to the bakery.
Oh. You know
it's like right next to it.
That's good marketing.
If you work out harder, you can smell the fucking muffins.
Oh. So Baker's Dozen, the bakery, they did a thing where if you buy a dozen donuts, you get like one for free. Hence a Baker's Dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, love that place. And they were cheap. It's like $5 for a dozen donuts.
That reminds me. So first of all, they have a great location strategy. Can I just say that? The second of all, it all reminds me of that one time. I don't know if you guys saw this story, but when I guess was it marijuana? It got legalized, and there was just like the what are they called? What are the places where you can buy that? It's not a distillery. Yes, dispensary. There was a girl that was sitting outside of this dispensary selling Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, again, beautiful marketing.
She knew what she was doing. And I love her for that. I also love that bakery for what they did. But yeah.
That's great.
Is anyone else tired today?
It is. It's like one of those lazy Sundays.
It is a lazy Sunday.
And the beautiful weather. I sat outside a little bit this morning. I got my Sunny D.
Your Sunny D?
Sunny D. Chris, you need to go touch some grass too.
I did a couple days ago.
A couple days ago. You have to do it at least once a day, man.
Why?
Because
you gotta go be a sunflower.
Yeah, you gotta photosynthesize.
Good for your brain and your body needs the.
I am not one who enjoys outside. I enjoy observing nature from inside.
He likes to be in the glass box. He doesn't like.
Hey,
his
don't knock it till you
is
try
his favorite.
I like to go outside at least like once a day for an hour. That's it.
You know what's outside? Bugs.
That's
it's springtime. There's no bugs yet.
And also bugs are also inside.
Yeah, but not the type of bugs where you step outside and they're flying at you and nasty and
a fly or
miss
a wasp?
Miss me with that shit.
You've never had a wasp inside your house?
Oh yeah, I've had them before. It's just
Are you telling me
I
you're
can
afraid of
kill the
bugs?
wasps. No comment.
He's afraid of bugs.
Okay, honestly, so I wasn't until I worked my landscaping job.
Okay. Explain.
Grasshopper infestation.
Oh Lord, those can
Hmm.
get bad.
See, one grasshopper, it's whatever, it's a fucking grasshopper. It's gonna hop everywhere. But when there's hundreds of them,
They are vicious and they fly at you, and it hurts.
I don't like them touching you.
yes,
Like, yeah,
and
stop touching me.
it's just thinking about it gives me shivers down my spine.
Mm. We had that problem, when the crickets come out when I worked at a grocery store. Like, it was an avalanche of crickets just everywhere, and it was disgusting, and it smelled so terrible. I don't
No, why
care.
do they smell?
I don't know, but like the smell is so terrible. Like, anytime I get a whiff of that, I'm like, there's crickets. There's crickets somewhere. But it's absolutely terrible. So I don't like not crickets. Yeah, crickets. Yeah, crickets. Sorry,
No, crickets.
yeah, crickets. I don't like them.
Grasshoppers?
Not
Question mark?
grasshoppers.
Maybe.
No, I hate crickets. But oddly enough,
Speaking of crickets, we have one loose in the house right now from
oh,
our
that's
gecko.
fucking annoying.
They're not the chirping kind. They're completely silent. But I
Oh,
know it's in the house because the cats will find it and they'll
oh,
just stare at it. They don't kill it. I don't know what it is. They just like staring at it. But
they're not
yeah, it's only one.
hunters.
So. No, they're not. Well, Peaches, but I don't think she cares about the bugs. And Star is like a lover boy. He doesn't like to kill things.
Oh, cute. So I have the two gerbils, right?
Mhm.
My roommate's cat, who we call Bird when he's being
Mhm.
a sweet boy, and then Jeremy when he's in trouble, which Jeremy is his name. Um, his actual name is Berlioz from the Aristocats, but
Oh.
he just fits Jeremy so much better.
Yeah.
Because we used to call him a Jeremy boy, which is like, he was stinky. He was like a Jeremy boy. So we just started calling him Jeremy instead.
Congratulations, you just cut out all the Jeremys from our audience.
Sorry,
Calling them
Jeremys.
stinky boys.
Well, we called him a Jeremy boy. So then we started calling him Jeremy. And so that's his middle name, but we call him by his middle name. But he likes to try to hunt my gerbils in the cage. He bonks his head on the glass like every day. Every time I open the door, he runs in here. He does it all the time. But my cat, Penelope, she's not a hunter. She's very lazy. She's so chunky. I love her to death, but she's so chunky and so lazy. But I'll have like the gerbils out just like on my bed or like on the floor, and she'll be next to them. She'll just watch them. She won't like do anything to them, and they'll get really close to her and sniff her, and she just looks at them. Like, there's at certain times where she's like, "Hey, get the fuck away from me," and it's mainly because she doesn't like her feet being touched, and she doesn't like anything behind her. So when they get behind her or like touch her feet, that's when she's like, "Rah." She starts growling, and I'm like, "Okay, time to put them up." But other than
That's
that,
funny.
she'll just watch them. She's just like, okay. She
That's
doesn't
my
care.
hope with our bird feeder. I want because we do work full time, so like.
You don't want to come home to dead birds.
No, well, the cats. I want them to be able to watch the cats. I mean, let me try that again. I want the cats to be able to watch birds on our balcony while we're gone at work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping the bird feeder we put out this morning. It's a variety bird seed, so I'm hoping we'll get some. But it's gonna take a couple weeks until they notice that there's a bird feeder here.
Yeah.
We also have a birdhouse on the balcony too.
Very nice.
Well, it's springtime. This is the time that they're gonna start nesting, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping they will.
Birds are overrated.
I'm scared of
I
birds.
just want the cats. I just want the cats to have something to do, and I like birds, so.
Birds scare me, but not the small birds. Like, I'm not terrified of birds. It's the big birds I'm scared of.
Yeah.
What
Cause
are you talking about? It's the little ones you got to be afraid of.
no, the big ones. I grew up. My grandmother loves birds. She's had a bird like for all of her life because those things live for fucking ever.
Yeah.
But she has a cockatoo. His name is Trinidad, and
No.
he used to attack me all the time when I was younger. Like, unprovoked. I'd be over on the other side of my grandmother's house, and all of a sudden you just hear him yelling, screeching, and flying towards me to come attack me. And and my grandmother has had to wrestle him off of me more than once. And then my grandfather, like, he was like trying to get me to hold him and stuff, but no, I was not coming near that bird. And so he set him down on the chair next to me, and I was like really like stiff. I was like, eh. So then he jumps on me, and then he bites my stomach, and I whack the crap out of this bird.
Oh.
But I will not go near that bird. Like, I will not. I do not like that bird at all. Big birds scare me. Parrots, anything like that. Do not come with me. Do not come at me with a big bird. I'm like a raccoon in a corner. I will attack. Like, I can't. I can't with the big birds.
I think that I'm sorry. I know you're. It's.
I laugh
I
at
know
your
it's
pain.
that, but I do have to giggle at you.
Why?
I go.
I don't. It's nothing like serious, so I'll just not laugh. But it is a little silly to imagine you running from a pet bird.
No, it's one of those big white birds.
Although
A
scarlet
cockatoo.
macaw.
No, a cockatoo.
What are you talking about? Those are tiny.
Not a cockatiel. A cockatoo.
Okay, hold on.
A cockatoo. They're big white birds.
Oh,
They're huge.
they probably would hurt, I guess. Yeah.
He was very violent. I'm not saying a cockatiel.
No,
Okay.
you're afraid of the birds, the big ones and small ones.
Not the small ones.
No, I had a pair. My grandparents on my stepdad's side a while ago had a parrot, and that thing, I didn't mind it until it climbed on my shoulder, and when it fell down, it bit onto my ear to catch itself. Yeah, that was not pleasant.
Yeah. You thought I was talking about a little bird? I'm not talking about a little bird.
Those things are vicious too, okay?
I was not talking about a little bird. I'm not afraid of little birds. I'm afraid of big birds like parrots and crap like that. Me and the big birds have beef.
I thought you were vegetarian.
Shut up, Chris. I'm not vegetarian.
Sorry, pescatarian.
Thank you. Get it right.
Respect her preferences.
Thank you.
Your preferences deserve to die. Hey,
that's saying I deserve to die. That's very rude.
If that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, somebody's a little saucy.
A little saucy today.
Yeah, he needs to go down for his nap.
You know what? A nap sounds fantastic right now.
Just a little baby need a nap?
Yes.
Okay, so you probably do.
No.
Like,
okay, here's a question for both of you. What have you eaten today? Nothing. That's what I thought.
Leftover biscuit from last night's dinner.
Just a biscuit, Chris? That's not okay.
That's a good snack.
That's all you've had today, though, and it's already...
I also have been up for only like an hour and a half.
That's true. Okay. He hasn't been up for very long.
All right.
I was up at 8, and I made myself breakfast. I ate eggs in purgatory.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a weird phrase. Eggs in
purgatory.
Hold on.
What have they done to deserve purgatory?
It's essentially just an egg in like
we don't sauce. Oh. I would not eat that. I would not. It's a tomato sauce that they put the eggs in and then they cook it in the sauce.
It's really good. I like it.
Like you crack it into the sauce and then cook it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would eat that.
It's very good.
Yeah, no.
Tomato sauce just feels very pasta-y.
No, not the way that this one is. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really good. I've eaten it for the last 2 days in like each morning. So, but it's very good. But yeah, I haven't eaten anything else. I haven't had any water. I will get some in a moment. But I've had a root beer.
Oh yes. Yes.
I've had a root beer.
Eats disgusting food, but enjoys a root beer.
Hey, it is not disgusting. Do not yuck my yum. Thank you.
I have had pretzels and queso blanco dip and a bulldog noodle.
What? How can you guys give me crap for not eating, and all you guys are eating is junk food?
Eggs in purgatory is not junk food.
No, she's eating actual food. Like We're the ones that are peasants over here.
I actually cook. I cook my food before I eat it. I don't have snacks. I
just haven't had the. I have to be honest. I have not had a lot of energy to cook this week.
That's fair, but no, I have to cook because I don't have snacks. I don't have stuff like that. I'm an ingredient person. I'm not a snack person.
You're an ingredient household. Okay, so we're not going to Corpse's house because she doesn't have snacks.
I don't have snacks. I really don't, and it bugs me. The only snacks I have is like peanuts. That's it.
I mean, why don't you get some snacks though?
Because I don't know how to describe it.
She's got a clean household.
I would rather have food than snacks. I'd rather have a meal than snacks.
But snacks are love.
Snacks are not love. Sometimes they make me feel really bad.
Well, if you do it in abundance, yes.
But if I'm eating, I want to eat to feel full, not eat a snack.
You just do both.
That doesn't make any sense.
You snack throughout the day and then have a big meal.
No.
I don't think that's very good for you regardless.
No, I eat 3 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They call that grazing.
Yeah. We're all cows on the inside.
You know what? I wish I had 4 stomachs. I love food. I really do. But
you would like to eat your food twice or 3 times?
I would. Especially if it's really good.
So they spit it back up and chew it again.
Ew. Maybe not that way.
That's literally how they do it.
Baby birds, it's good for us too.
I don't know.
A lot of animals actually do that. In some form or another.
I'm so glad humans don't do that.
You don't want to be baby birded?
I don't want. Oh no. Chris is over there dry heaving over it.
So funny story. My older sister.
Please don't tell me this has to do something with puking. Is it?
No comment. Just listen.
Okay.
Oh.
She found a baby bird abandoned. Okay.
Oh God, I know where this is going.
I'm going to nurse it back to health. And instead of being a normal, functioning person, finding the word, cutting it up with a scissor or something to feed it, she chewed it, put it in her mouth, chewed it, and then spit it out for the baby bird.
Oh.
Oh, what
she was like 14. It was a worm.
Oh
no.
No.
You could have just mashed it. You could have just mashed it with a fucking spoon.
That's what I said. But no, she's weird.
Not to dox your sister, but what the fuck?
Well, nobody,
Yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah, no, I would not do that. I get a rock or like something where you could smash it.
If she's going for the care, she's going 110%.
Clearly. Okay. You know what? Take care of me if you're gonna be that thorough, I guess. But not.
Don't tell me where it's from.
Yeah, just don't tell me where it's from.
She's yeah. Luckily, she doesn't do that anymore. Hopefully.
Luckily that you know of. She probably wouldn't tell you if she did it now.
Did you guys rescue any kind of like animal growing up? Because I lived out in the country, so I rescued a bunch of stuff, especially dogs.
No, I lived on a farm. You don't really rescue animals. They're more like pests and no. Well, the things I did try to rescue, I felt like I was encouraged to take care of them. I wasn't given resources to do that, nor did I really bug my parents about it. So I kind of just let them die.
Oh
wow!
That's the farm mentality. Unless you like, they're big enough to survive. My parents aren't gonna waste resources on a baby bird that's gonna pass away, or a ground squirrel that my dog got a hold of. That's one thing I found that I wanted to raise, back to health, but it already gotten bitten too many times, and so it was already dying.
I did a lot of bunnies. I did a couple rodents.
Rabbits too.
And I also did a lot of birds too. But I grew up with like 5 cats on the land, so there was a lot of like half maimed animals that were brought to the door, and I was like, what are you doing? But I know they were like being like, here, I know how to hunt, here, let me show you I love you and I care for you. But I'm like, stop it, stop leaving half dead things on my porch. But yeah.
They were worried you weren't eating enough.
Oh, yeah. And also a lot of dogs because where we lived was very much in the country, so it was a dog drop-off area where people would just get rid of their dogs. So half of the animals
That's
that
how
we
our
have,
grandma got a dog.
that's half of the animals that my parents own are from that. Like we fed them, they never left, and now they're just part of the family, and they sleep inside on the couch. So it's kind of like that. They're very much spoiled. My mom's like, you guys seen Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah, bits and pieces.
She's
like the OG black and white one.
Yeah. She's like Ellie Mae, essentially. So, but yeah, I grew up with a bunch of different animals, and my mom for 1 year. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but my mom for 1 year for my birthday when I was like really young. Which, by the way, I have beef with her about this. My mom got me a ferret for my birthday because I kept wanting one, and I got one, and then 3 months later she goes and turns it and sells it to someone else.
Oh my god. I would have beef. I have beef with your mother now.
She's done that with every one of my small pets. She's done it with my ferret. She did it with my gerbil.
Were you actually doing the stuff with them, or
yes,
was the mom having to?
No, I was actively doing stuff with them. Like I was playing with that ferret every day and feeding it.
Were you taking care of? You were cleaning the cage. You were picking up the poop and stuff like that.
Yes, and I was giving it like its oat baths and stuff like that. But no, my mom she just didn't like the thought of a rodent being in the house. So
valid.
So she
except for she bought it for you originally.
Yeah, so she bought it for me and then took it away from me. She did that with my hamster, my gerbil, and my ferret.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, ferrets stink though.
Well, that's why you give them the oat baths.
Yeah, you give them oat baths.
Helps neutralize the scent.
Mm-hmm. But they were all very sweet.
Stinky, smelly animals.
But yeah, she's gotten rid of all of them. And then I can't even tell you the many times that my turtle has been killed by the house cat. I miss my turtles. I miss my turtles.
What turtle lives multiple times?
No, I've had multiple turtles, and my cat has killed every single turtle I've had.
But like, you said singular turtle has died multiple times to this cat. Obviously, your cat's trying to save you from a demon. Just saying.
That
eternal turtle.
Eternal turtle. But no, so but yeah. All of my little pets. This is the first time that I've actually been able to have my own like gerbils and like not someone take them away from me.
Yay, adulthood, right?
Yeah, yay, adulthood.
I am going to go to your house and take your gerbils away.
You do not take my gerbils away. I love my little gerbs.
Let's leave the pets where they are.
Yes, please. If you take them, you gotta take the entire like. Also, you're gonna take away my storage for my cat food. Can you not? Like
your what?
My storage for my
your
cat
your
food?
audio.
Oh,
your audio cut out for a second.
I said if you take my gerbils, you gotta take the cage, and then if you take my cage, you're gonna take where I store the food for my cat and my gerbils. Can you not?
I will release it into the wild.
No, they'll die.
No, they will not. They will not survive that.
No.
That's a skill issue then.
They're not meant for that. They're desert. Are they? Yeah, they're desert animals.
They are desert animals.
Texas is close enough to Arizona.
No. No, that's a bold-faced lie. Like, it takes so long to get out of Texas.
Yeah, close enough.
It took me... So I went on a trip to Colorado, and it took me, like, 10 hours just to get out of Texas.
Yeah, the U.S. is big.
Texas is huge. It's way too huge. So big.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna wrap up time here now. Does anyone have any closing thoughts?
Well, I hope everybody has a good week and, stay safe in our respective weather cycles because, it's springtime, so literally anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe, stay warm.
So what I'm hearing is just stay inside. Don't go out.
I guess you do what you want, Chris.
Hell yeah.
You have my permission.
And Chris, as I guess it has become a ritual, what shall we name this episode?
Oh, I put a suggestion in.
Oh, you did? You did?
Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I put it in.
Oh.
Cockatoos, small town issues, and spring weather.
Oh, yeah. Yes. There we go. Cockatoo, small towns,
sounds good enough for me.
Issues in spring weather. Title. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck them cockatoos. If anyone has a cockatoo, that's fine. You do you, baby. Keep that cockatoo away from me. Me and a cockatoo are not friends. Anyway, I hope everyone has a lovely day. I hope everyone's staying safe, especially if you're like southern or anything within tornado ville. But yeah, just keep doing.
Yeah.
Keep living, essentially.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the side quest.